in the bottle of sake. How's it going, my fellow Homo sapiens? It's your boy Uzumaki Hado, and today I'm doing a walkthrough for Rift Edge, a new 10-man raid. Yes, that's right. Tera has just released a new 10-man raid. It comes in normal mode and heroic mode. Today, I am doing the walkthrough for normal mode. Now, Rift Edge is very easy as long as everyone knows what they're supposed to do. If everyone does their part, this raid can be very simple. People need to come in and at least have some form of gear. So the first thing we're going to do in Rift Edge is kill ads. We're going to get all these ads before we take down the first mini boss. Now, one thing I will like to stress with the first few mini bosses, they do not give loot. So you don't have to worry about setting the loot so early in the game for the simple reason the ads doesn't drop any loot. It just basically just getting everyone hyped up, getting their blades all sharpened up, you know, just killing random ads. And the ads is really not a problem. Long as your tank is geared, he can pick up quite a bit of ads and just DPS them down. So as you see here, I'm just doing what my Reaper do best. Kick ass and take names. That's it. So we're going to speed up the video just a little till we get to the first boss. For a simple reason, we don't need to see me slaughter these poor and defensive ads. So as you see here, we have a pretty good group. Someone accidentally pulled the boss while we still had ads up. It is okay. We're going to do what we do best. Kill everything that is not in our raid. So basically, this first boss is very simple. Stay behind this dude. He's going to spin around a few times. If you spin around, get away from this guy. You don't want to be close to him. Why he's spinning? Because he gives out damage. So as you see, he does a big AoE as he spins around, and we're just giving it to him. My Reaper is just destroying this boss. Personally, he shouldn't even be called a boss. He should be just a trash mob. Matter of fact, from now on, he is a elite trash mob. But this guy is very simple. So all we're doing is DPSing him down. The tank needs to keep aggro, and you just beat this guy down. Beat him down like he owes you money. Matter of fact, come to think of it, I think this dude do owe me money. Where my money at? He ain't trying to pay up. But this guy here is very simple. Very simple to kill. Very simple to beat. No one should die in the raid fighting this guy. Seriously, if someone is actually dying, you might want to check your healers, and you might want to check the people who's in the raid to see if they're geared or not. So, what we're going to do here, instead of fighting these ads, these trash mobs, what we're going to do here, we're going to jump in between them, and lucky for us, they don't have that much of a aggro, so it's not like you're going to jump in between and pull them. Now, somebody will pull sometimes, but it's very easy just to get around these guys. So we're making it to the second boss. Once again, this boss here does not drop loot. So we're going to rebuff. And someone pulled the ads. So it's okay. It's not going to cost the raid to die. Very easy to DPS these guys down. Oh wow, they pulled a lot of ads this time. Unfortunately. Give it the good old 1-2 DPS. That's it. And as you see, people keep popping up on there where we're trying to argue what we want to do with loot. Do we want to make it class loot, or do we want the loot to be able to be open where everyone can get it? Personally, I like class loot because it stops other people from just rolling on items just to try to make money. So This boss here, very simple. Once again, let me stress, this boss does not drop loot. He is not a big boss. He is more like the first guy we just defeated. Kind of like an elite trash mob, truthfully. So basically what this guy is going to do is, if you're not DPSing him enough, he's going to burrow on the ground, but that rarely happens. Basically, you want to DPS this dude from the side or behind. Plain and simple. And as you see, he is running from this ass whooping. We got a pretty good tank right now. He's able to keep aggro. It's quite a few times I did this raid and I kept getting aggro. And I'm like, why am I getting aggro? And the main reason is my Reaper is geared, so he does a lot of damage. If you do a lot of damage, you could pull aggro from the boss. It's possible. Or the tank is this. I mean, you could pull aggro from the tank. Sorry about that, people. And as you see, we have him in the corner. We're just pretty much just destroying this guy. Now, lucky for me, I am running 4-way SLI. However, I'm running very old graphic cards. I think I'm running 480s. They're not the big standard anymore. But even with graphics put all the way up, even with all the spells and everything, it still slows some of your actions down. Now, once you defeat this boss, what you want to do is you want to hop on this little air balloon ride. Don't go and fight all the other bosses for a simple reason. They don't give you loot. They don't give you nothing. All they're going to do is just hold up time. Jump on this air balloon ride, and we're going to go to the true first boss. This right here cuts off at least 30 minutes off the raid. Hands down. Maybe even 45 minutes, truthfully. I just can't stand that. We can't do this in heroic. Now, this boss here is the first real boss. You got to pay attention on this boss for a simple reason. People will wipe. People will die. I recommend if it's your first time or your first few times you're not geared, you need to get some crystal birds. If you're not for sure what crystal birds is the spell that you can buy in the auction house. And basically what it does is, when you die, you can keep dying multiple times, but in a certain amount of hours, your crystals that you have on your items will not break. So you can keep dying, keep dying, keep dying. Think of it, if you ever played WoW, you know how you die and then you have to repair your armor? Think of it like that. However, if you have a crystal bird, no matter how many times you die, you won't have no repair to do. So basically, something similar to that. So this boss here, very easy if people know what to do. If people don't know what to do, then you're going to wipe. So basically what this boss is, you're going to DPS this boss. If you see ads, kill ads. If you don't kill ads, those ads is going to buff the boss. And the boss is going to do extremely amount of damage. Usually one hit kills in heroic, but in normal, a few hits will kill you. So you want to kill ads no matter what. Second big thing about this boss, if this boss turns completely red, run away. For a simple reason, he's going to do a big poison AoE. If you get hit by that, you're going to get stunned and you're going to get multiple hits, and that might just kill you if you're not geared. It does a lot of damage for people who is geared. So as you see, their ads is up. I go straight to the ads, DPS them down. Now, he does the thing where he spins around his bark around his base of the plant. The plant will spin these little barks around the base of it, and basically it's going to turn green. All that's going to do is shoot poison out. If you get hit by that, it's going to stun you. So you might want to move back when you see that, just depending on your gear once again. So as you see, we go in and we DPS this man down, putting in work. And as you see, there's more ads. Now, the ads I'm talking about DPSing is all the plant ads. Now, sometimes he's going to pop up some of these potato-looking ads that's going to follow you. Basically, what you want to do is run away. So, as you see, he's red and we're running. You see the green around. That's that poison he shoots out when he turns red. Now, if you're targeted by this plant, he's going to do a few things. He's going to pound the ground, and he's going to shoot out a little, kind of like a little fire thing. You want to move out the way of that. Now, as you see, the bark around this, the bottom of the plant is spinning around. It shoots poison out. As you see, I got hit. I'm a little poisoned. It's like a little dot. It do damage over time, and it doesn't allow me to use any of my abilities. It stuns you. So as you see, he turned red, and I got the hell out of there, and now I'm going back in. This plant has 30 bars of health. The next 3 bosses is going to have 30 bars of health. So, depending on your DPS, it depends on how good your DPS is, how long this match is going to be. And all of it is the same. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Very simple, very easy. He drops, in normal mode, these bosses drop tier 14. Yes, tier 14. Oh my goodness. And believe me, it's worth it. So as you see, he's doing a little spin around the bark. I got the hell out of there. I turn around to see if it's safe, and I'm going back in. Right now, he's at 14 bars of health. So we're going to speed this up just a little bit. Alright, so we got the boss down to 2 more bars of health, and now we're just going all out. As you see, it's a lot of ads up there, a lot of plant ads. We DPS those ads down. He's at his last bar of health. I don't care anymore about being stunned. As you see, I'm stunned with the poison, and I'm going in to break him off. Plain and simple, ladies and gentlemen. And that plant is down. He has bitten the dust. As he disintegrates, we enjoy in the loot that this plant has dropped. Now, the next thing we're going to do is DPS these ads, more trash mobs before we get to the next boss. Plain and simple, I'm going to speed it up and get to the next boss. For the simple reason, it's nothing really big to talk about the ads. The only big thing about these ads is you want to DPS the big ad. For a simple reason, when you kill the big ad, it kills all the small ads. So maybe I should show, matter of fact, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and see what kind of loot we got here. And as you see, I'm checking it out. I don't have that tier yet. And as you see, I just got me some tier 14, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, some tier 14. And as you see, I'm checking my bags right now, looking for it. And I am very happy about that. I had literally tier 12 on, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 12. I went from tier 12 to tier 14. I am feeling very good at the moment. I hop on my mount. I'm feeling good, excited. And now we're going to go kill some trash mobs. So as you see here, there's going to be one big ad that we're going to all need to DPS. Matter of fact, they haven't picked up the big ad yet. So we're still just DPSing the little small ads. It's going to take forever. Okay, so now we found the big ad. You see the guy with the axe? He's the big ad. Once you kill him, all the little ads around him will disappear. Plain and simple. So we're going to speed it up a little bit and go straight to the next boss. Alright, my fellow Homo sapiens, we're at the second boss. Yes, the bee. So as you see, I'm setting a little campfire. This little campfire here is going to be very vital in this fight for the simple reason he's going to fill the cave up with acid, and there's 2 areas you can run where you won't be affected by acid. So as you see here, I accidentally pulled the boss. Please don't pull the boss. I actually ran in early, so I'm trying to hide behind some people and let someone else get threat. We're all trying to buff, and I actually messed that one up. So basically what this boss is going to do, he got a few mechanics you need to know. First thing first, he's going to do something where he's going to target one raid member, and he's going to send a whole bunch of bees after them. What you want to do is take those bees and run them to the spiders around the room. Do not DPS the baby bees. You want to run, you see the spiders in the corner here. You want to run the bees to the spiders and allow them to fight among themselves. Second thing he's going to do, he's going to spin around. And when he spin around, he's going to make a circle. Basically what you want to do is get the hell out the way. He's going to snatch some people, like right now he's spinning around, I want to get the hell out the way. Some people get snatched in. If you get snatched in, what you want to do is block. You want to block that next attack. So as we do, we're putting in work. Then every now and then, he's going to focus in one area, and he's going to shoot a whole bunch of bees out in a straight line. You don't want to take that to the face, ladies and gentlemen. Believe me, you don't want to take that to the face. And as you see here, he's filling the cave up with acid, and I run to an area that will not get caught up with acid. And as I said, there's two areas. The one where I put the yellow flame at, and there's one right here. And as you see, the little circles on the ground, it shows where the acid is getting ready to land. So as you see, we're here, we're buffing, we're getting all hyped up, and we're going back in for some more, ladies and gentlemen. I am here for loot. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. And I feel like this bee want to do it the hard way. I like the hard way. So let's get it. So as you see, we're just DPS, and as you see, he shot the bees directly in a row. Those bees you cannot guide. You just want to get out the way when he shoot those. DPS and DPS. Now, for this boss, you want to DPS on the side. You don't want to DPS in the front because he'll shoot bees in a straight row. You don't want to DPS in the back because the pollen and acid that he shoots from behind. This boss here, truthfully, is actually easier, in my personal opinion, than the plant boss. Now, another phase he does is he's going to make a circle on the ground. He's going to target a place on the ground, and he's going to jump in the air, and he's going to shoot these stingers all out in a row. Basically, if you're in that circle and you get hit, you're going to be stunned. And when he flies in the air and shoots those stingers, you're going to take all that to the face. So as you see here, we're running, and we're going to go back to this cave over here. Remember, there's two caves. If he's on this side of the room, you want to go to the one that's easier for you. So since he's on this side of the room, we run to this cave. The boss has about 10 bars of health, and we're going in. We just do not care. You see the circle? We want to get the hell out of that. As you see, he's shooting the stingers in a row. My Reaper is here. She is putting in work. She just do not care. She is just slaying this monster, this giant behemoth of a bee. And as you see, if someone who gets targeted by the baby bees, they do not run them to the spiders, what's going to happen is those baby bees is going to be flying around the raid and stinging people, causing damage. So as you see here, I run to the other side of the room where the other cave is because it was more convenient for me. So I have got to a safe area. Now I'm going back in for some of this, for more of this bee. I just don't care anymore. I just want my loot. The bee only has 2 bars left, ladies and gentlemen. We're going ham. He has 1 bar left. And as you see here, I move out the way and I do 1 more slash to take him down. So basically, that's all for the bee boss. Now, the final and last boss. Ooh, the belt. The belt seems like it has the lowest drop rate in this this raid. So if I'm understanding everything about the loot correctly, the raid has a specific amount of loot it drops. Now, if you're like me, I played WoW for the last 8 years of my life. So when I came to Tera, it was very different from me because, like, in WoW, certain bosses drop certain loot. If I'm understanding everything correctly in Tera, there's a loot table, but that loot table is for the raid. So, like, not a specific boss drop a specific piece of loot, if I'm understanding correctly. Now, if I'm wrong about that, please let me know in the comment below. But one thing I have noticed is the plant boss have dropped the belt a few times. The last boss has dropped the belt. As you see here, the bee has dropped the belt, and vice versa. Now, this boss here is not that easy, but if everyone knows what to do, it can be simple. So basically, you want to DPS this boss on the side, because if you DPS this boss in the front, you're going to get hit with a frontal attack. If you DPS the boss from the back, he's going to fart on you. Yes, he will pass a poisonous gas from his ass, and you do not want to inhale that, ladies and gentlemen. Another big phase of this boss is he's going to have 3 crystals around the room. The raid need to break up into 3 sides and break the crystals. You don't want to break the crystals too early, and you don't want to break the crystals too late. You break them too early, everyone dies. You break them too late, everyone dies. Plain and simple. You want to count to at least 2 to 3 seconds to break those crystals. There's a few more phases in here. He's going to put a shield up. When he put his shield up, you want to have all the DPS to pop whatever cooldowns they can, pop everything they have to break that shield. If you don't break that shield, he's going to do an AoE attack that knocks everybody down, that throws everyone around the room. Second, he's going to do a charge attack. Everybody needs to do all the hardest DPS on his charge attack. If he doesn't, he's going to fly in the room, and he's going to do 3 rings around the ring. Each ring is going to do a certain amount of blast. You're going to want to have everyone to stack in a corner, and you're going to want to have like a lancer to block the 3rd ring so it doesn't kill the raid. Lucky for me, I'm a Reaper, so I have a block or a dodge or a counter myself. So as you see here, we're explaining to everyone in the raid what you got to do. You won't see it on my screen because I am running surround screen, so you don't see everything I see. I have 2 more screens. 1 on the side, 2 on the side of me, really big screens, and one has nothing but text. The other one has like bags and boss health and a whole bunch of other things. So right now, we're buffing up and we're getting ready to fight this Beetle. There's a few more things I'm going to explain about this Beetle, but I'm going to probably wait till we get into the fight so I can show what you got to do with this guy. Alright, we're almost ready. So once again, this boss has 30 bars of health. To me personally, I feel like he's a lot faster than the plant. And the main reason is the plant, you got to take time to run away. You got to take time to DPS the ads. This is just all the boss. Mostly, you're DPSing. The only 2 times you're running away is for crystals and for when he does his lightning attack. Now, here's another big thing a lot of people do not know. He's going to put a lot of poison on the ground. If you get affected with that poison, your screen is going to be very fuzzy and you won't be able to see anything. All you have to do to get that poison off is jump. That's it. Just jump up and down. The poison will fall directly off. And as you see, the battle has started. Let's get this party started. Alright, so the tank is getting aggro. My Reaper goes in for the kill. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get these combos started off right now. So as you see there, he does the little passing the gas. Like I said, you want the DPS on the side. He put the shield up, ladies and gentlemen. You want to put all your damage right now. We broke the shield. Yes, When you break the shield, he cripples. His knee buckles, giving us free DPS to DPS on all we want. He's going to fly in the air, he's going to target someone, and he's going to slam it to the ground. As you see here, he's charging up an attack. If you don't stop this charged attack, basically, we all going to have to stack. So we're DPS, we're putting all our DPS in. Okay, he turns around. As you see, we're still putting DPS to this guy. We're not playing with him. Okay, now we're going to crystal phase. If you do everything right, you don't have to worry about all the other phases, just crystal. So as you see, he's getting ready, the crystals is up. Bam. Plain and simple. No one takes damage. Everyone did that perfectly. Every time you do it correctly, you won't have all the other phases. When you start to mess up is when you have all the other phases. So here's the poison on the ground. I didn't get hit with any of that poison because I was able to move out the way. Now, little areas on the ground will get targeted for like little explosions. Don't worry about that. They don't do any damage, basically. And as you see, we're just going in. Okay, you see how my screen is fuzzy. What I want to do, run out of poison and jump. Bam, so poison off. Alright, he got shield up. We're all going to DPS. Put in work. Put in work. Try to break that shield. We didn't break it in time, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, everyone got tossed. Now we need to break this. We need to break this because if we don't, okay, we broke it. If we don't break that charge phase, remember, everyone needs to stack somewhere. Basically, we stack by the fence. And when he does his 3 rings of thunder, we have someone to block the attack for the raid. So since we destroyed his charge phase, we don't have to worry about going and stacking to the gate. And as you see, I'm poisoned again. All I got to do is move out the way and jump. It took me a little bit longer to jump that time because I was in the middle of a combo. This is true, real life action RPG. At its finest, ladies and gentlemen. At its finest. And here we go. Crystal phase. He's going to fly in the middle of the room. And that's how you know it's crystal phase. As long as you're doing everything correctly. Hey, see that I was a little confused? And we go back in for some more, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, someone took that gas directly to the face. And all we're doing is rinse, wash, and repeat. We're doing it over, and over. That's it. This is a great group. As you see, the raid didn't wipe. You'd be amazed how many times I have came into Rift's Edge and wiped in normal. I'm not going to talk about how horrible Hero it is. Okay, we broke that shield. We got some great DPS in here today, my fellow Homo sapiens. He's getting ready to charge, and we break it. As you see, if you stand in front of him, he will do this little horn type deal. You don't want to get hit by that horn. It does a nice little amount of damage to you. However, it's very easy to DPS this guy on the side. He went back in the middle, and he's going back for crystal phase. He has just about 5 bars of health left. Now, if you're wondering if you can get the percentage of the boss health, you can. It's actually on the side. You can change how your UI looks. So personally, I have his percentage of his health on the side. However, I like to see how many bars he actually has when I'm fighting him. Also, so as you see here, I was in the middle of a combo. My spacebar is where I tap to do all my combos, and because my spacebar is also my jump, when I try to jump and I'm in the middle of a combo, I'm going to do that combo, then I'm going to jump. What I should do is just keep walking till the combo is done, then jump. Or I could just change my keys. So as you see here, the boss is down, he is dead, and now we get to go on a loot frenzy. I'm hoping that he dropped some loot for me. I'm hoping that he dropped me some of the hotness. Ladies and gentlemen, I need the hotness. My Reaper needs that good. But that's all it is for Rift's Edge. That's all you got to do. A very easy run. If you have people that is geared, people who know to fight, very simple. Make a little bit of money. Get some gear, get in, get out. If people do not know what they're going to do, it's going to be a very long run, and it's going to be a big headache. But that's all I got for you today. If I left anything out in this raid, please let me know in the comment box below. But please rate, subscribe. It really helps my channel. And please comment. If you like these type of videos, let me know. I will keep making them. If you don't like the videos, let me know what you don't like about them, and I'll see if I can fix that for you. But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Johnette.